right, so good day, everyone. Today I want to look at two mastering plugins. I think when I'm looking at these mastering plugins, one should come with this mindset that mastering is about the technique. It's not really about the tools that you are using. The tools are only powerful as your technique is, as your skill is. So you can have the most powerful tools, but if your skill is not right, you won't get anything right. So these two plugins, Larsen and Ozone 9 over here, are totally two different plugins. And one should look at them as that. Two different developers who had two different goals in their minds. And what they wanted is totally different from what you and I want. Larsen Mastering Console is a very good plugin for mastering, especially if you are very skilled in mastering and especially if you know what you are doing. So it has its advantages, but also its disadvantages. Ozone, on the other hand, is, I think, more for people who struggle with mastering because of its master assistant feature that is in there. It starts the way for you, the right path for you to follow, especially with its presets as well. Larsen also has got presets, which are also very good, and we are going to look at that. And I want to first of all look at their performance, the features that are interesting for me, and you can also share with me and talk with me what you think is interesting for you. All right, so let's see first our CPU here. We are at 37, let's say 38% CPU usage. So when I open one of these plugins, then we are going to see how much CPU they are using up here. Okay, so let me just open up the Larsen plugin, and as you can see, it's loading up there up to 70. All right, 40%, 38%, that's what it's saying. Okay, so that's without any song added to it, nothing done to it. Okay, so let me close this off and let's revert to our CPU at 38%, 30%, that's where we were. Okay, great, that's correct. And then let's open up our Ozone 9 and see how much CPU it uses. All right, so there you can see Ozone 9 immediately jumped to 70%, 53%. So there's a percentage difference of about 15 to 20% of CPU usage on your PC or your computer, whatever it is that you are using. So we can say that on a standalone version of Ozone 9 and Larsen Mastering Console, that Ozone uses more CPU. But as you can see, it's coming up and coming down here, but it's usually in the 50s. That's where it is. It's just there up there in the 50s. Okay, you can do the test yourself as well and see what the results are. Right, so let me open it up and then let me look at some of the features of Larsen Mastering Console. So I am not sponsored in any way by either developer, so I'm just doing this mainly for us so that we just can have a discussion about this and then we can be able to see what's best for you or what's best for everyone out there. So it's more like a traditional console that you find in studios in many places as well. So you have got your song upload, you can add your song there, remove your song there, and then you have got your presets up here, and you can save the presets, delete them, rename them as well. You have got the VU meter here, bypass, mono, inputs, and then you have got your volume up here, and then you have got this fader up here controls the frequency bands here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these bands, 5 bands here. And then you have got your automation here that you can read or that you can touch or write, and then your looping up here and so on. So that's quite interesting. Let's look at, and then also what you can do up here is you can select your setup and you can make it smaller, okay, and then you can also make it a little bit bigger. standard version, high definition engine that you can select. When you select a different audio device here, the CPU increases dramatically. So let's just quickly look at that, and then you will see what I mean. So there you see there was an increase of a CPU there, around about there. So don't know why that went down a little bit again. Yeah, because I remember when I selected an ASU driver. Let me just select my audio box, and let's see what happens there. Okay, still down. Oh, still okay. So sorry, still okay. All right, doesn't disappoint. Okay, so direct, let's select that and let's see. All right, good. Let's see these up here, and let's go back to, yes, that's what we were, primary. That's correct. All right, good. All right, let's close it off and let's open up our Ozone 9 and let's see some of the features here. For Ozone 9, what I like about it is that you can have a full page on it. And what's nice about it as well is that it's very familiar with your DAW. So your master fader, your input coming in here, your output going out there. So that's your input here and your output going out there. So that's very nice. Bypass, gain match. You have your mono reference that you can use. You can insert a reference track in here. That's nice. So you can go analog, digital. So you can have basically two of the same, more like what you have in your Larsen console as well. And then you have got presets up here, master assistant up here, your looping up here. Here you do not have any automation. I don't think you have any automation here. Larsen gives you automation, but you do have faders in here, as we'll look on that later on. Larsen, on the other hand, gives you the power to automate, which I think is very nice. Okay, so let's insert our track in here and let's just hear how it sounds like. So let's just click up here to show the track. All right, load it up here, and then we can open up here and see our different features, what we can delete. This pen is used for writing your automation, and then you can use it for touch as well. You can write with this one up here, so while the track is playing and so on. All right, so let's just play it a little bit and let's hear. Okay, so that was a pop rock. Let's do an EDM and let's see how it sounds like. All right. So as you can see there, I could tweak each frequency band alone separately, and I can also tweak them together and so on, just creating a nice smooth sounding track, balancing all that out. Let me just see. Okay, let me get some hip hop here. So some hip hop here, let's say warmer. Let's go back here and let's loop that. All right, let's play this. Great. So that sounds good. You can loop it up here as well, as you see here. All right. So, and the interesting thing about this is writing your automation up here. Okay. So you can be able to say lower down here, or let's lower it down here and let's bring it up here. Okay. Let's see something of this sort. Let's hear that. Let's check here. How cool is that? So I think that's nice. Okay, up here you have got your chain, the way it's being mastered, the process it's going through. I like this. I mean, it's simple yet effective. You can be able to do so much with it. So if you know what you are doing, if you are good at mastering and you are a kind of a person that likes to sit and tweak knobs and get the sound that you want and sit for a few hours and just tweak things around, I think this is a good plugin to have. And it's also very cheap, very affordable, as you can see. Not so strong, as you can see, 66%. That's where we're up, probably up to 70% as we're mastering. So that's good. And then I can be able to export my song. I can export it in AIFF or wave format into whatever beat that I want. I can also do tethering there. All right, current song that I can select, process all songs. So I think you can add more songs in that as well. So that's very nice. I like that. Okay, so I think that's it. And then what I want to look at now is, let me just look at Ozone 9 and let's just see and hear what it does to our CPU and so on. Okay, so let me just move this up here. All right, get down a little bit. No, don't want you so high. I just want to add my track in there. All right, load it. Lovely. Okay, minimize you a little bit. Move you that side. 64% the CPU usage there. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, this thing is heavy on CPU usage. My goodness. Okay, so now that we have this on, let's start with our master assistant, which is actually we want streaming, or we can select CD. Okay, all right. I like the vintage. Let's hear the vintage. Okay, let's go up there and let me just play my track. All right. Great. All right. Sounds good. I can be able to do my fade outs here, fade ins there. I can see that the song is divided into different parts, probably like my verse, my intro, all of that also colored differently, which I like. That's very nice. That's very good. Something that Larsen doesn't have. And then I've got different plugins that are up here that I can go in, and then I can be able to tweak them according to my taste and bring it up, bypass, do referencing, dithering up there as well. So this is also good. I mean, this is good. I mean, this is $499 US. So compared to Larsen, if you do not know anything about mastering, I would say go for Ozone 9. But if you want to take up the challenge of learning, and at the end of the day, you will also be able to do whatever Ozone 9 is doing, go for Larsen, which is also a very good, it's affordable, it's at a good price, you can do the same thing, and you can gain a lot of skill. Skill is something that no one can take away from you. Plugins are constantly being developed, and why not go for it? So I think this is very nice. The comparison is very good. I like the warm feeling. I like the presets of Ozone 9 as well. So we can add a little bit of, let's bring it all forward and let's hear how it sounds. Whoa, that's nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, man. Ooh, that's just good. I mean, if you want to get faster at your destination, Ozone 9 is the way to go. I mean, there's no battle about that. If you want to get faster to your destination, master quickly, get your CDs out, get your tracks out there. Ozone 9 is the way to go, especially if you do not have an understanding about how mastering works. Ozone 9 is the way to go. But if you know what you're doing and you want to take up the challenge, I say Larsen is the way to go. All right, so thank you very much. Please like and subscribe.
When the sun goes